So I'm making this video to tell the truth. To tell the truth to the aspiring profitable trader. This isn't a marketing video. That's not what it's about. I'm just going to tell the truth that I've noticed since I've been in this industry and trying to share what I've discovered in markets and whatnot. One, you have the prop firm influencers who, if you go watch them live stream, they'll have like borders all over their screens with their coupon codes selling all these various um accounts to prop firms, and that's and they're always pushing in, they're always emailing you the deals, and that's their main business. Okay. So I want you to picture this real quick. And if you have someone on a stream, say they got just 500 people watching, right? And they're saying, "Oh, I got all these payouts last month and yada, yada, yada. And look at these big numbers and these trades I'm trading." So you've got all these people that are watching this going, "Man, I want to do that." So they go get a 50K prop firm account that allows them to put in 5 minis, and they've only got $2,000 in drawdown. And for a week or so, this YouTuber is like winning and winning and winning. And then all of a sudden, he gets into a bad trade and all these people follow along with him. And he pops his account and the rest of them pop their account because they're over positioned. There's no risk management. All of a sudden they're, "Oh man, it's just bad luck, man. Next time we'll get it. Keep trying, guys. Just, you didn't do anything wrong. We just, this is just part of it. This is tuition." And then they go reset their 5 accounts. All right. Well, we'll just say that each guy, there's just one account per 500 people. All right. Well, if that account resets $100, that guy just made 10 or 15%. So $10 or $15 per times 500. Okay. For that bad entry that he did that everybody followed along with. Because that's why everybody's watching these free live streams on the internet, right? They want to follow along and just take the trades with the supposed pros, right? That YOLO prop firm accounts constantly, and they constantly reset their accounts, and they're just YOLOing prop firm accounts over and over again. So that's one thing that happens and people fall for, right? And then the other is all the indicator videos that people make about all these different indicators and the latest and greatest, and people try all this stuff. So what it does for the normal average person, even the above intelligence person, is it puts you in a constant loop of finding new things and doing new things and trying new things, right? And it puts you in this loop where you're always supposed to be learning. It's supposed to be more. There's more to it. There's got to be more to it. I'm not profitable. There's got to be more to it. So you're constantly seeking and trying to learn more and more and more. Let me tell you something. I went down that road too. Okay. And I realized pretty quick what was going on and that I was the product. I was the churn. I was the one influencer that's selling brokerage accounts and getting commissions from every contract you enter. And they're over trading. So they all, people watching overtrade and whatever. And then you get the order flow traders that are preaching order flow. You get the support and resistance traders. Then you get the supply and demand traders. Then you get the trend break traders. And then you get all these different types of traders that are constantly putting out content to get you to do whatever it is they're doing. All the while, they're making money off of you buying prop firm accounts, buying courses, signing up with their favorite broker, which they've just got a back end deal with that broker, etc. Man, the list goes on and on forever. Okay. Then you got all your Forex fake guys that buy MetaTrader servers from MetaTrader or back end access. And that means that they can be like, "Okay, watch. Price is pushing up right here. Boom, 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 boom." They can go in, right? And then go back up and say on their live account, okay, and they can add an entry here. And all of a sudden they're up $7,000 and they post their screenshot. "Hey guys, look at the trade I'm in. You should have been in it with me. I called it." Right? That's the kind of stuff that they do. and it's very real. Then you have your ICT traders, which kind of like tries to follow along with some kind of, at least there's a structure that they do, but it works for some and none for others. It's really complicated, right? So and then order flow. Nothing's wrong with order flow. I trade order flow, but order flow is really complicated. Like it can be complicated for people to really fully understand. Like it can be, right? Nothing in trading is supposed to be really easy, but like and then you're told, oh well, you just gotta keep trying and you just those losses are normal and you get into this like your P&L does this and you just stay break even forever and ever and you never really gain any real edge, right? That's what happens to most traders because they don't know where to seek the truth. They don't know where and they don't know how to do this. They think there's some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 step thing and you're just going to make money. And then there's the traders that come in and spend $40, $50, $100, $500 on prop firm accounts and thinking of that one account is going to make them millions. It's not, man. You're probably going to blow 150 of those accounts until you really figure out what you're doing, right? Because of all the reasons I just said. So the day that I stopped blowing all these accounts and I started getting payouts, honestly, is the day that I started listening to my own creations, right? So I created tools that I didn't even listen to them. I would go against them and what would happen? It would literally, I would be like, oh shit, I just lost all my gains that I just made all week, right? That's happened. I've done it, man. I've done it live on streams. People have seen it. I'm human. I have emotions. But the moment I started just saying, just locking in and going, you know what? I'm just going to trade my system no matter what. Right. And what I've done is I've taken the best out of all of the different trading styles, all of the figuring out the support and resistance and the supply and demand and the order flow and volume profiles and footprint charts and ICT and ordering or looking for gaps and seeing which gaps are respected and which fair value gap's going to work and higher time frame analysis and blah, 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 blah. And I've turned it into a repeatable system that actually works. Right. And I'm not trying to turn this into a sales pitch, but I'm trying to just show you like trying to knock off years of your tuition, they call it. Because the only trader that doesn't get profitable are the ones that quit. And they're typically quitting right before they actually make that leap where they actually go, damn, now I actually understand this, right? The market, my thing is I was like, I want to fuck everybody else. I want to learn why price moves. Why is this moving here? Why did this wick come down and wick there and go? Right? Why did this low stop here? Why did this high stop here and go this way? I wanted to sit down and learn. And I'm telling you, I don't know if I know it yet, but I know enough to go, oh shit. Okay. And I'm just trying to share that with everybody that I can. And I created tools that map this shit. Right. And then you get the haters out there. And most of them are the ones that realize that what I'm doing is actually working. And then they get scared because if all of their audience were to start using it, they would stop resetting accounts and stop buying new prop firm accounts with their coupon codes. They would stop depositing and blowing in brokers and commissions and everything else because they would start to actually see the market how it is and see how to become profitable. They would see when they shouldn't be getting into trades and they would see when they should be getting into trades because everybody's like, oh, this fair value gap's going to wick and blah, 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 or this demand is going to do, and then it comes and sweeps my stop and then goes up. Okay, cool. Because most people don't understand that setups happen all the time, but when should you take it? Where? What time? I'm not talking about sessions. I'm talking about times a day. Understanding when liquidity comes in and out, where it comes in and out. So I'm going to show you one thing, And this is a free indicator that I built. This one is my first free one. It's called Institutional Ladder right here. You get it on TradingView for free. And this is something that I would mark out constantly every day. And I finally turned it into an indicator. It's called Institutional Ladders because this is where I have found that institutions do business. And it's not because of psychological numbers or this and that or blah, blah, blah. It's my predefined supply and demand areas or support and resistance or whatever you want to call it. And it's real. Look at this. See these wicks comes up level to level, level to level, level to level, level to level. All right. And these levels are going to be there the rest of your life. Look at this. See? And they work. So this is the first thing you should implement into your strategy, whatever you're doing. I typically don't want to do anything until I see an interaction with a level. And then I just trade, honestly, a level to level. That's it. Right. And you take those base hits and you go about your day. And before you know it, you're consistently profitable. Seriously, level to level, 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 level to level. That is structure. That is something that you can do on a daily basis. And this indicator is free. Right now, I have it working for NQ, MNQ, ES, MES, G, Gold, and Tesla. That's what it works on. Now, if you want help and you want to understand structural order flow, we have the First Light Beacon, which is patent pending. This is the first of its kind. Okay. This is daily. This is a daily candle turned into this right here. This is not moving averages. This has nothing to do with that. This is about value. This is showing value. These are daily zones, candles. We can go into it. We can change it to whatever time frame you want. We go to 4 hours. See, this has nothing to do with moving averages or supplying resistance or anything like that. Nothing to do with it. And watch this. This is called an end cap. So this is a new 4-hour candle started to form here. Watch price come in here and reject this and then push back up. See that? And then what do? We get into the trade. Our risk is here and we trade level to level. Right? I don't know if this wins. I wasn't paying attention, but this is what even if this loses, this is what I would do because this is level to level and it's off an end cap rejection on a 4-hour candle. And I would take this trade, win or lose. I'm taking it. Right? And there it goes. Look at that. Boom. Pretty much got up there, whatever. I'm just showing you that this is real. This is very real. Look, here we go. We get a level down break, come back up, sweeps under, rejects, and then crashes. These are 4-hour candles that are turning into these zones here and price is reacting off of them. Then we have Trade Shield that literally tells you which direction to go. And it's not based off moving averages. It's based off the daily zone interacting with ranges. And it's extremely accurate. It tells you bullish or don't enter. It literally says X's. It says, I don't want you to enter. Right. And then the color of the zones, look at that, just hit TP. The color of the zones are telling you, hey, this is okay. This down here breaks down and goes up. It's not okay. Right. This is 930 right here. Boom. Zone to zone. It breaks up. You get another 4-hour candle. We get a rejection, a push. Right. And look, comes up to the next zone. This stuff is very real. And I care enough to make this video and I'm going to get attacked for it. But I mean, I just see all this crap on the internet and on YouTube and on X and everywhere else. People are just getting wrecked by these fake fucking traders. And do they get payouts? Yes, they do. But they're YOLOing accounts to make the big videos to get you to follow them and use their codes. That's it. It's not sustainable. You can't go into a live account and trade the way they trade. Why do you think they don't trade live accounts? Got to start thinking. Firstlightbeacon.com if you want to mess around with the First Light Beacon. If not, it's okay. Don't. But I beg you to use the institutional ladder and put it on your chart, and start using it as a decision area, or an area where you're going to go, okay, I'm going to get into this trade, right? And then the First Light Beacon is going to help you determine direction, risk, and take profit. So there you go. If you have any questions, let us know.